this episode of SNES Memories. First up, PGA Tour Golf. I don't think that I actually ever played any golf game to the SNES. I did play to the NES and to the PlayStation and stuff, but I actually never think that I played a golf game to the SNES. And this is the Scandinavian version. Let's see. Cartridge. And I'm missing a manual. Again. Need to write that up so I don't forget. Next up, SimCity. I did never play this to the Super Nintendo, but I did play this a lot to the PC. And it was a game that I really liked back then, so yeah, I spent several of hours on this game, so it was really fun to play this. And this is the Scandinavian version. I don't think they actually do they actually sell some SimCity games nowadays? I don't believe I think I've seen any of those games now. That's sad because they are really good city building games. So yeah, really nice and colorful. But I remember sometimes when you had build quite a large city, then something happened, like a fire started in some building and spread across all your city and destroyed it. And I'm not sure, you could even get attacked by aliens that they could destroy your city. But I'm not sure if it was in this one or a later version of SimCity. But yeah, you could be unlucky and get your city destroyed, but some natural catastrophe or some alien or something like that. So, but yeah, it was really, really fun to play this game. Next, Timon and Pumbaa Jungle Games. Growing up with the Lion King cartoon, this was really nice to get because yeah, I really liked Timon and Pumbaa. So, and the shows that they made about the cartoon show that they made about Timon and Pumbaa, I really liked them too. So when I did see that they had a game for the Super Nintendo about, and I had to get it, but then I got a bit disappointed because I found out that this was just a few mini games that you could play. So, but yeah, it's still fun to have it in the collection. Cartridge. Nintendo 64. Why is that in here? Yeah, I will remove this. And to the manual. Really thin manual here, but yeah, really nice, colorful. Here you can see Timon sleeping in a leaf with a ladybug. Yeah, what is that also called? Making some cool wind fan, making a fan with a leaf for him. Hakuna Matata. Now I just wanted to say the Swedish name after because I always watch this in Swedish, so. And that is Hakuna Matata. Det är ord som är bra. So I don't actually know what they say in English because I have only seen this in Swedish. So. Yeah, I like this manual. Real nice. NHL 96. As if you have seen my previous episode, I told you that I only have played the NHL 95 to the Super Nintendo, so I have not tried this out. But if it's something like 95, it should be a great game. Cartridge and the manual, I guess it's black and white. You can, oh, small coloring, yeah, small coloring, so that's okay. And the next one is my personal holy grail. And it's not because it is the most expensive or not even the most unusual game. And not even that it is my favorite and many others' favorite game. But it is the history behind the game that make it my personal holy grail. And that is Turtles in Time. When I was little, I thought that turtles in Jurassic Park were the coolest things in the world. And I played turtles out in the woods with my friends. We even had the kid-friendly turtle weapons that my grandfather had created for us to play with, like nunchuck and throwing stars, because he knew how much I love turtles. And I did always watch the Turtle series show back then. And one day I got this game, I think it was for my birthday, from my mom and dad, and I was totally obsessed with it. It was the coolest game that I have ever played. So I was so happy to have this game. But then time went on and new consoles came out and I sold my SNES games. But many years later, when I was an adult, I found my box and manual for this game. My mother had saved it. But sadly, later I sold it with the rest of my stuff because I needed money. And I have always had regrets about selling it. But one day, when I had started collecting the SNES again, I was looking around for games and the Turtles in Time came up. And I looked at the game and the seller's name and I thought that this name sounded familiar. Then it hit me that this was the very person that had bought my Turtles in Time box and manual. So I did everything I could to win this game, and I succeeded. After I have won this game, he actually contacted me and asked if it was me that had bought it from, because he had recognized my name too. So this was my childhood box and manual that I had owned back in the day when I was a kid. So having my very own personal copy of Turtles in Time in my collection again, that I loved so much and playing non-stop back in the days, were really magical. So that is why this is my personal holy grail, because of the history behind it. My grandfather and father are no longer alive, but their memory lives along in this game. So, cartridge, and to the manual. Really, really nice manual. I never thought that I would see this box and manual again. I thought they were lost forever. Yeah, I can't even explain this. This is magic to have it back. It feels like I won on the lottery or something. Yeah. So much memory in this game. Next one, Power Rangers. And this is a game that my neighbor had, so I have a lot of nice memories of this game too. And the soundtrack, the Power Rangers song to this game, and the soundtrack in the rest of the game. I think this might be my favorite soundtrack to a Super Nintendo game. So, and yeah, might even be for a game in general. I think so. Might be one of my favorite soundtracks of all time to any game. So. Yeah, really nice, and this is an epic game. I did play this at my neighbor's house, and we played it a lot, and it was so extremely nice, and I really loved in the end when you could play when they morphed up to the big robot, and you can have some big epic robots fights in the end. So this was really cool. And actually, the guy, my friend that I played games with nowadays, he had never tried this game back in the days, or yeah, he had never tried it at all. So a few years back, he actually played it with me, and yeah, now it's one of his favorite games too. So because it's so good with the soundtrack and also cartridge, and to the manual here. So if you have not played this game, try it out. You won't be disappointed. Really, really good game. Here you can see when they transform from the ordinary person to the Power Rangers guy. Yeah. It's actually a bit, yeah, it's a bit like Turtles in Time playing. So, and here you can see the robot, epic robot. Yeah, really nice. Really happy to have this in the collection too. So, really nice. And I remember that I was so jealous about my neighbor to have this game. So, to have my very own copy now, even though it's yeah, but can it be like 25 years later or something? Yeah, but or even more. I can't remember. I can't count now. But yeah, but to have it in my own collection now feels really nice. So, and to the last one for this episode, Young Merlin. This is not a game that I have ever played, and I'm not sure if I have even seen any gameplay of this, so Or I could have seen some gameplay of it. Looks a bit familiar. I can't be sure, but yeah. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but it sure looks interesting. So yeah, I need to try this out too with many of the games that I have now. So, and this is the Scandinavian version. Here is the cartridge, and here's the manual. This was really colorful, really nice. Yeah. This, oh, even a dragon. I love dragons. And the wizard. Is this Merlin? Or, oh, young. It was called Young Merlin, so I guess it's not Simpson. Yeah, real nice manual. And that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching.